हाँ कोई पॉइंट लगेगा तो वहीं पे
भैया रुक जाना उधर ही, भैया रुक जाना।
या 15 मिनट लगेगा
ऊपर जो 15 मिनट है बाकी अगले दिए सारा डंडा इसलिए हो रहा है
ऐसे ही चला
ठीक है अभी का है पॉइंट भी
कॉपी कहते हैं करना ही पड़ेगा
समझ गया।
किसी को लगाओ, डॉक्टर आ गए हैं। आ गए हैं।
मैंने इसको वो भी कहा था बाइक वाला करे have something first जो खाए वो अच्छा है मास्क उठा देगा लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड मैं लिंक को भेजूंगी and she has expertise in high pregnancy and her special areas are in Kolkata. For coming as a chairperson, she was checking DMD papers. So you can approach her if you have any.
Yeah, hi. Very good afternoon to all of you. I would like to first of all welcome you all on behalf of Baby Joy. There is a little disturbance and I guess the mic is also not so proper, so we can just... Can we shut the door behind, please? The topic of my presentation is that India is today the global hub for IVF and surrogacy. Most of us, when we start, we say, let's think positive. I would like to start by saying, let's think beta-HCG positive. Coming over to the topic, India emerging as a global hub for surrogacy and IVF. There are certain distinct advantages in today's socio-economic status which put India on the global map as the world's capital for medical tourism. So before being able to understand why today India is a favored destination for IVF and surrogacy, Hello? Yeah. It's important for us to understand why is today India considered as the world's capital for medical tourism. Now there are various distinct reasons behind this. Although we all know that as a nation, there are various areas where we lag behind. There could be the area of sanitation, there could be area of social etiquette, politico-social reforms, infrastructure and various other areas. However, the important thing to note is that since time immemorial, India has been at the forefront in all knowledge-intensive areas. So these are the areas which you could say like research and development, information and technology, education, and even medical science. Along with India's dominance in the field of medical science, the important aspect is that today the standard of medical education in India is extremely high. This leads to producing doctors who can compete with the best in the world. In fact, according to a statistic, there are more than 10% Indian doctors in US. So this is one of the major reasons why India attracts a lot of medical tourism patients from abroad. However, there are certain other important aspects that contribute to this particular aspect. These are, India has a vast population of English-speaking manpower. This is thanks to the result of India being an English colony in the past. In addition to that, the IT revolution in India has led to a great progress in the field of medical technology. Moreover, today in India, the cost of medical treatment is extremely low because of factors like high currency conversion rate as compared to the West, low operating costs, and easy availability of manpower that is highly skilled. So all these factors lead to make India a destination where the quality of medical treatment is extremely high. On the other hand, the cost of treatment is very less. In fact, today for most of the procedures, whether we take the IVF procedures, the cardiac procedures, knee replacements, other ortho procedures, cosmetology, the cost of medical treatment in India is at least 6 to 8 times less than any other country. If I need to just end this with a small equation, then today it is felt that the treatment in UK or US is equal to the treatment in India plus travel and tourism plus savings minus the waiting time. So all these factors make India a very preferred destination for medical tourism. Coming over to our specific and focused area of IVF and surrogacy. Now this is another interesting area, especially the area of surrogacy. If we segmentalize medical tourism, then we find that surrogacy is the fastest growing segment amongst medical tourism. In fact, it has been found that surrogacy is growing at a rate of 40%, and India has become the world's capital today for IVF and surrogacy. If we try to find out the reasons behind this, then the reasons are even more pronounced. First, in India, the legal aspects with regards to surrogacy are pro the intending parent. The legalities are liberal. India is a pro-surrogacy country, and we favor the intended parent as the actual parent of the surrogate children. Secondly, India has a large base of potential surrogates and egg donors. Thirdly, the potential egg donors and surrogates in India are extremely healthy as compared to their Western counterparts because they are devoid of the habits of drinking, alcoholism or smoking. And lastly, the cost of IVF and surrogacy in India is once again at least 6 to 8 times less as compared to the counterpart cost in anywhere in the world. So in fact, if an average cost of IVF in India would be somewhere close to 1.5 lakhs, then we know that the average cost of IVF in UK or US is close to 8 to 10 lakhs. If the average cost of surrogacy in India is close to 8 to 10 lakhs, then the same cost of surrogacy in US is close to 50 to 60 lakhs. So you can well understand the advantage that India can offer in this particular field. But the most important aspect is that normally reductionist cost is accompanied by a compromise in the treatment. However, in case of our country, that's not so. Because our IVF specialists compete with the best in the world. We've got state-of-the-art technology and machinery. We've got ultra-modern technology and practices which make India a great hub for IVF as well as surrogacy. In fact, if we go back a little to the history of IVF, then we would come to know that India has always been predominant or a front runner as far as the field of IVF is concerned in terms of treatment as well as research. There are certain facts which we all know, but there are some hidden facts which are also extremely important. We all know that the credit of the first IVF baby goes to UK, where Louis Brown was born as the first IVF baby in 1978. The second IVF baby was born in Australia and the third in US. India had its first reported IVF baby way late, somewhere around 1986, by Dr. Hinduja. However, very few of us know the actual history of IVF, where you might be surprised or shocked to know that actually the first IVF baby in the world was born in India in 1978. But this entire research went unreported. This IVF baby was born by Dr. Subhash Mukhopadhyay in Calcutta. However, as our country always reacts to pioneering areas of research, it was considered as a big taboo. Dr. Subhash was stripped of his degrees. He was not allowed to report this case. He was not allowed to travel or speak on the topic of IVF. And therefore, we lost a big opportunity of being a front runner, or rather being credited as a front runner in the field of IVF. You would further be surprised to know that the use of gonadotropins in IVF was first done in India. And India was also the first country which used cryofreezing as a technique before embryo transfer. So we understand that India has always been the hub for IVF and surrogacy. However, due to the latest socio-economic changes, the transformations in the political social areas, the awareness in India and the cost dynamics, today we are at the top of the world and we can use this opportunity in a big way to be a front runner for the years to come. I would now like to tell you a little bit about our organization, that's Baby Joy. Baby Joy is our small contribution to India's emerging as a global power in the field of IVF and surrogacy. It's a part of the WISEX group which has been associated with healthcare for more than 10 years. About 4 years ago, through WISEX surrogacy consultants, we entered into the field of fertility and surrogacy, and we set up India's first professional surrogacy agency with the intent to organize the surrogacy sector in India medically, clinically, socially and ethically. After that, it was important to provide 360-degree fertility solutions under one roof, and that's how we started thinking about having our own IVF center in the form of Baby Joy, which is today a world-class, state-of-the-art IVF center. Now, obviously, the most important and the best thing today about the segment of IVF is the competition in this segment. We understand that there are new players coming, there have been old players who've been performing well, and the more the competition, the better it is for the doctors as well as for the consumers. To be able to understand the IVF market well, first it's important for me to tell you that the IVF market is basically spread through a spectrum. On one end of the spectrum are the individually owned centers, and on the other end of the spectrum are the corporates that have come up recently. Now it's important to understand the advantages and disadvantages of both these models of operating as far as IVF is concerned in India. First of all, I would like to mention how is Baby Joy different from all these IVF centers which are already existing. The difference lies in our endeavor to achieve what we call the triple A's in IVF treatment. The triple A's stand for advanced, affordable and accountable. Let's come on to the first aspect, that is advanced. As far as how advanced a center or its practices are, there are three pillars which should be evaluated to find out how advanced a center is. One, the expertise at the center. Two, the technology adopted by the center. And three, the practices adopted by the center. However,